fired their head coach Tom Thibodeau on Tuesday. The decision comes 3 days after the Knicks were ousted from the Eastern Conference Finals in 6 games by the Indiana Pacers. Thibodeau, who surpassed Pat Riley earlier this season to rank 4th on the franchise list in victories, led the Knicks to back-to-back 50-win seasons for the first time since '95 and led New York to their deepest playoff run in 25 years.
All right, what up, people? First off, Bing Bong. Now, the Knicks have fired their coach, as you just seen in the previous video, after their elimination, shortly after their elimination from the NBA playoffs. Is this an example of the NBA being rigged behind the scenes? Now, hear me out, because I got another example too. Let's get into it. Now let's put the tinfoil hats on for a second, just for a second, because really I'm not really much of a conspiracy theory kind of guy, but every now and then things start sounding a little bit iffy. Of course, by default, I'm a Knicks fan, New York, all day, every day. However, the general consensus is, and I kind of agree, that the Indiana Pacers are overall a better team. And here's the thing. After their loss in Game 4, I kind of knew it was over for the Knicks. I felt like it was over for the Knicks from Game 4. And this is where the example of the NBA being rigged comes in for me, because remember, the NBA is also a business. You know, we would like to think that it is just purely about, you know, the game, just winning the game, and, you know, these athletes competing, and whoever is the best, whoever had their eye on the prize the best, you know, the team together, all the mechanics working, the players, the coach, the strategy, la da 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 da. That's what it's all about. However, as soon as capitalism gets into the mix of anything, then the capitalism starts taking precedence in some cases. Going back to me saying that I think the Pacers, and it's not just me that thinks that, like I said, it's a general consensus amongst a lot of sports analysts that the Pacers are overall a better team. When we get to Game 5, this is played at the Garden. Now, even if the Knicks won there, the series would not be over, right? I'm thinking, and this is my theory, that the Game 5 win was part of the strategy to take the series back to the Pacers' home court so that the Pacers win the series in Indiana, therefore making for big business and a big moment, winning the Eastern Conference Finals at home court, because the Pacers had the series in the bag by Game 4. So the Game 5 win, I feel like the Pacers were like, you know what, we could let this one happen. We could let this one happen, because come Game 6, we're going to mollywop them home court. Everyone's happy. We make more, except the Knicks in New York. But it makes for a better finish to the series, and a safer finish to the series. Now, y'all could think maybe I'm a little bit crazy. Maybe I'm reaching way more than the conspiracy theories that I have a disdain towards. But y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Now, going back to the firing of the coach, it is a general consensus amongst a lot of sports analysts that Thibodeau was a good coach. And once again, to reference the First Take ESPN clip that I played at the beginning of this video, he's taken the team far in the years of his coaching. Is he the perfect coach? Of course not. There are things, arguably, people could say that he ran the players ragged. He ran them down, like he overplayed them. Others would argue that, well, he had no choice because he didn't have a lot of assets to choose from. The bench, a lot of people saying the bench is trash. He had to push Brunson and Cat, aka Big Purr. So to fire the guy so soon after the loss, it's like it seems like there's something else going on behind the scenes. Some of the losses, one can say, it's not really down to his coaching style per se. Like certain things like that majestic shot that Halliburton took. And then you have, you know, some of the players on the Knicks and just missing free throws and things of that nature. Maybe not playing defense well enough. It's not necessarily the coach's fault, is what I'm saying here. But nonetheless, there's like, you out of here, buddy. Pack you up. We've gone all around the houses here, but basically to say that a lot of people think, including myself, to be honest, that is not justified, which means there's something else going on behind the scenes. Now, we don't know. We just need to wait to see what's going to happen. What do you guys think? Am I talking crazy? Did Thibodeau deserve to be fired? Is there no corruption in the NBA, or maybe at least not in this instance? Jump in the comments. It'll be interesting to see other people's perspectives on this matter. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. I'm DJ Pretty Boy. If you enjoyed the video, well, help me grow the channel with a like or a subscribe or a comment or a share or whatever that be going on. And I'll see you in the next video.